Good.
Okay, so we're going to start standing. So grab a couple blocks to have, especially if you're feeling a little tired, because then you don't have to work as hard, right? You could be a little gentler with it. But go ahead and bring your blocks to the front of the mat. We'll stand in Tadasana for a moment. And, so just honestly taking a moment to sort of ground, check in, be here now, sort of thing. And maybe we'll circle around a little bit. So circling around the ankles, just feeling what center isn't, right? It's hard to come directly into center. I think it's nice to sort of circle around, then circle around in the opposite direction. I like to lift the feet. I like to kind of roll from side to side of each foot, really feeling what center isn't. And then move the hips around, circle the hips around. I feel like it's kind of like our barrel roll that we do sometimes, right? But we're really rocking the pelvis, like rock that pelvis and then rock in the opposite direction. Starting to loosen up the joints, starting to lubricate the joints, just stretching everything out. And then we'll come back to center and let's roll the shoulders back. Nice big circles. Actually, this video is going to work out fabulous because my head's cut off. And then circle forward. All right, and then we're going to shake out a little bit. So let's start with our left hand. So lean forward a little bit and start by shaking the hand, right? Just shake that hand at the wrist, right? Really shaking, and then start to shake the whole arm, like bring the whole arm into it. So leaning over, letting go, shake, 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 shake. Oh, I always feel like this feels so good. All right, we'll do 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, come back to center, allow both arms to come to the side of the body and just notice that difference. So like already we're starting to get that energy rolling through the body. All right, lean over, start with the right hand. No, yes, right hand.
Shake the right hand.
Backwards. Shake, 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 shake the wrist, and then go ahead and shake the whole arm. All right, just really shaking. And you can be as gentle or as rigorous here as you want, right? Like I like to do a really nice firm shake here. Nice, and we'll do 3, 2, 1. Come back to center, allow both arms to come to the side of the body and just pause here. Now bring yourself into a formal Tadasana pose. So I'm going to bring my feet a little bit closer together. I'm going to pull my body back a little bit. I'm going to center. I'm going to stand up nice and tall, as if there was a string right at the crown chakra pulling up the spine. All right, go ahead and allow the palms to find each other in front of the heart center. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lifting up, arch the back a little bit, stretch the front of the body. As you exhale and dive in, bend the knees. We're going to bend the knees the first couple of times. Coming down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, arms out to the side. Bring them up towards the sky. Stretch it out. Exhale, hands back to heart. We'll do it again, keeping the knees bent. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, diving in. Inhale, lift it up, flat back, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms out to the side, lift towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do that again. We're going to keep the legs straight as we dive in. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lifting up. Arch the back a little bit. Oh, exhale, dive in. This time keep those legs straight, back straight. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold it over. Inhale, lift the arms up, fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to add the legs, right? Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lifting up. Diving in on the exhale. Lift the heart. Go ahead and bring the hands to the block on the flat side, right? Let's step the right leg back. Go ahead and bend that front left knee. And let's bring the torso up. So coming into a nice low lunge, torso up, arms up. Oh, feel that stretch in that right quad. Nice. Breathe here for a moment. And then let's rotate that right foot, open it up into warrior two. Nice. Go ahead and windmill the hands back down onto the block. Back toes face forward. We're going to rock here a couple times and we're going to step it forward on 3. 1, 2, 3. Step it forward. Fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's keep it moving. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, diving in, back straight, leg straight. Lift the heart. Plant the hands, step the left foot back nice and wide. Bend the front knee. Oh, let's bring that up into a low lunge. Sinking down a little bit, nice. Drop those shoulders a little, beautiful. Feel that left quad stretching out a little bit. Okay, rotate the left foot, come into warrior two on the other side. Beautiful, nice. Breathing here. Next time you exhale, let's windmill the hands down. Back toes face forward. Rock a little here. And we'll step forward on 3. 1, 2, 3. Step it forward. Fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, dive in. This time, move the blocks forward and let's step it back into downward dog. So just step it back into downward dog. And let's just hang out here for a moment. So maybe bend one knee and then the other, really stretching out the hamstrings, dropping the chest towards the thighs, stretch the back. And then drop those heels together and let's just hang out here for a breath or two. Nice, beautiful. Look at your hands and let's stick the right foot forward. And then, well, actually, whatever foot forward, I should have said you need to step so that you can turn and face the camera. So in a nice wide forward fold, go ahead and bring your blocks, grab your blocks in the front. And then let's hang out here for a moment. So for me, I'm going to drop my forearms down onto my blocks. I'm going to walk my feet a little further apart, drop the top of the head towards the earth. Push the booty back a little bit and breathe here. Oh, feels so good. Place the hands on the blocks, lift the back, so flat back. Nice, beautiful. Arms out to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Go ahead and drop the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Oh, nice little twist. Next time you exhale, switch arms. Nice little twist on this side. Lovely. Go ahead and bring the hands back down towards the blocks. Let's heel toe it in till we're about a little further than shoulder distance apart. All right, we're going to bend the knees and we're going to roll it on up. All right, just shake it out a bit. Shake it out for a moment. And then we're going to come back. I'm going to just step back a little bit. We're going to come back into this nice wide stance. All right. And we're going to do some side bends. But here's the thing about our side bends. We're not doing Trikonasana. So it's really important that the hips stay stabilized, right? So again, for me, I can already feel myself pushing forward. So I'm going to pull back to center. I'm going to lift those arms up, all right? And we're going to drop the left arm down, essentially from the waist. It's like that hinging motion where we're just going to move from the waist, drop the right arm down, left arm comes up. Oh, inhale to center. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up. Again, the hips stay exactly where they are. You're only going to be able to go so far. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the right hand. Again, inhale up. Exhale, drop the left hand. Okay, we're going to do that again, only we're going to hang out a little bit more. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the right arm down and just hang out here for a moment. So relax the arm that's dropped down. Lift the left arm up. Again, try not to push that left hip out. Really, you can feel the stretch going on, but it's coming from a different place than the legs. It's really coming from the torso. Deep breathing. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the left arm. Again, hanging out here. Notice the difference between sides. Like for me, there's an obvious difference between sides. I feel way more bendy on this side than the other side. Breathing into this. Nice. Go ahead, lift it up. Release the hands down. Grab one of your blocks. Let's place the block in front of the right foot up on the highest side. We're going to rotate those feet. So right toes are faced away, left toes are facing the camera. We're going to do more of a Trikonasana pose now. So really what we want to do is we want to bring the block behind the foot because we want to stay on this plane, right? So we'll lift the arms. And then next time, as we exhale, we're going to reach, going as far as we can. So notice that left hip comes out and then windmill it down, hand onto the block. Stack the arms. So beautiful triangles here. Right, we've just created a whole bunch of triangles. Legs, arms, between the right arm and the right leg is a little triangle. Nice. And if you feel like you want to lower your block, you can, right? I'm going to hang out here, but if you're feeling super stretchy and you want to lower that block, go ahead. I'm going to hold this for a couple breaths. All right, we're going to lift it up. We're going to bend that right knee. Okay, so we're in that warrior two position. Place the right forearm on the thigh. Left arm comes straight up towards the sky. Drop that left arm back a little bit, opening up the chest. Nice, beautiful. Go ahead, float the left arm over the head, reaching for where the wall and the ceiling meets. Face is relaxed. Really, body's pretty relaxed, right? I mean, we've engaged some big muscles, but everything's pretty relaxed. Inhale it back up into warrior. Exhale, release the hands, straighten that right leg. Grab your block, rotate your feet. Block goes outside of the left foot. So again, taking a moment to settle. Nice. Arms come up. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to reach that left arm. That right hip's going to come out. We're going to reach, and then we're going to windmill it down. Again, noticing the difference between the sides. Oh, open that chest. Look at those beautiful triangles. Breathe. Feeling nice and strong. Again, if you want to lower that block, you can. I'm going to hang out here. Feels good enough. I don't know that going to the edge is always the point, right? You guys know how I feel about that. I think backing off from the edge is always a little nice. Inhale it up. Exhale, bend that left knee. Back into that warrior pose. Bring the torso a little back to center. Nice. Bend the left arm, forearm to thigh. Right arm comes straight up. Go ahead, float that left arm over the head. Reaching. Oh, feels so good. Now, we're going to float those arms down to center, right? We're going to bring the toes facing forward. All right. Go ahead and walk it in a little bit. So again, you're further than shoulder distance apart. We're going to bend the knees. And we're gonna bring the torso up. We're gonna come into this goddess pose. I'm like, whoa, what is it? Goddess pose. So just breathe here. Pull the tailbone long, pull in the core, and hold, and breathe. Nice. All right, release it out, kick it out a little bit. All right, so we're gonna do that thing with our legs that we did. If you're on carpet, this is gonna be a little bit more challenging, right? But you need to find your balance point. So I never can tell if I wanna stay on the mat or the earth. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start, let's start by lifting the right leg up. So just lifting that knee up. We're gonna float the foot out. And then we're gonna float the whole leg behind us. We tilt the torso forward. It's called like drinky bird. And then we repeat this, trying not to touch the foot down in between. That was one full round. You can bring your hands to your hips. Oh, right, whatever works for you. If you need to touch down in between, do that. That's 2. Being slow, like the whole point of this is slow. I keep that left knee a little bit bent, right? My standing leg, you can start to feel that hip working. Core should be working. I think that was 4, I've kind of lost track. 5, let's do 7. Again, nice and slow, really controlled. That's 6. Oh. When you've completed the 7th round, nice, shake it out a little bit, right? That left hip out. Okay, other side, no rest for the wicked. Use the core, it'll help you. Straighten the left leg. Okay, tilt it forward. Torso comes forward, left leg comes back. Oh, very nice. Round 1. Again, nice and slow. Trying to get as low as you can when you come forward, right? 2, we're not kicking that foot out at any point. It's a nice controlled movement. 3. One side might be easier than the other. This is all of us for our dominant leg is standing. 4. You got it. Okay, doing the best you can. 5, we got 2 more. Again, if you need to touch down in between, do that. We're sort of moving in slow motion here. Beautiful. 6, honestly, I'm trying to do this every day. Building some strength in the hips, some strength in the core. Last 1. Woo! All right, shake it out. Again, just kind of.
Not in the goddess pose every day?
No, this one. I'm trying to do this one.
Just that one.
Build some strength in the hips and the glutes. Okay, since we've done that, I think from here, we could do half moon pose. You guys missed yoga on Sunday. That was our peak pose on Sunday, was half moon pose. Place your block in front of you, like as if you were in your flat back. Okay. Since we're right-handed, all of us are right-handed, we're going to start on our right hand. So I'm going to bring it over toward in front of the right foot. So it's not quite centered. All right. I'm going to lift. I'm going to actually bring my left hand to the earth as well. If you want to use your other block, you can do that. Right. Lift your left leg up. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start to open the hip. Oh. And we're going to start to open the arm. Oh. Yeah, it's not easy. Coming into this half moon pose.
Uh,
Just the best that you can. I like to keep that right knee a little soft. Breathing here, hold, open the chest. Oh, nice, beautiful. It's actually easier if you open the chest. You can place your hand on your hip if that's more helpful. Hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step out, coming up. All right.
Congratulations, you guys. I kept falling on that one.
It's not easy. And Miguel, you're on carpet, which makes it, I think, even a little harder.
Yeah.
Okay. Next side.
It was definitely easier for me when I just put my hand on my hip.
Yeah, if you have your hand on your hip,
Sorry.
a little bit more. Having it open is kind of, it's just, it causes the balance to be a little more challenging. Okay, left hand on the block, maybe right hand's on the block too. We lift that right leg. And then again, I'm going to soften my left knee a little bit as I lift my torso. I'm going to open my hip first, and then I'm going to open my leg. I mean my arm. Oh. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We can do it. Right hand can go on the hip.
Miguel, make sure that your hand is right underneath your shoulder, not too in front of it. That helped me. Mine was too far in front of me.
Okay.
Yeah. The full expression of this pose is to like have your hand, your fingertips touching the earth. Hold 5. Oh. 4, 3,
Ah.
2, 1. Oh, step out.
Gosh.
Shake it out a little bit. Whew.
Oh, it's so wobbly.
Well, it's not an easy pose. It really isn't. Come on down. Well, come on down onto your knees for a moment. Just sit for a moment here. Just stretch out those hips a little bit. Maybe rock them side to side. In fact, let's come into child's pose. But as we come into child's pose, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the hips off the booty to the right. Drop the hips off your heels to the right. So just stretching out that right glute a little bit.
Okay.
And then come back to center and drop the booty to the other side. You should be able to feel that booty stretching out a little bit as you drop it down. All right, we'll come back to center. Go ahead and roll it on up into table pose. We're gonna do the same thing, but like from this position, okay? So we're gonna straighten the left leg out. Right hand is right under the right shoulder. We're gonna rotate that left foot onto the inside of the left foot. We're gonna bring the left arm up, okay? It's kind of the same thing. Now I'm gonna rotate my right foot out a little bit to give me a wider base as I lift my left leg. So this is kind of hard to do in the park, I feel like, because of our hands, because we're not, but we might do this too. So just hold this and just see where you can like relax. Isn't this easier? So this is the same, it's the same pose, only we're not on a standing leg. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee, take your, left knee, take your left hand and just grab onto that leg and pull back a little bit. Stretching that quad. Oh, all right, you can soften the right elbow. All right, release it out. Go ahead, come into child's pose. Breathe. All right, back up into table. Left hand is firmly under the left shoulder. Straighten out the right leg. Rotate onto the inside of that right foot. Lift the right arm. You can rotate that left foot out a little bit to give you a wider base as you lift the right leg up. And we hold. So again, like where can you ease into this pose a little bit? We did the much harder one first, and then we came down and did this one, right? So maybe there can be a little ease in the neck, the face, even in that right leg. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, release the hand down, leg down. Take the knees nice and wide, bring it into child's pose and breathe. Walk those hands away from center. All right, roll it on up. Let's find a comfortable seated position for a bit before we come down. So I'm going to sit on my bolster with some padding underneath my feet. I don't care how you sit. So Miguel, you want to sit on your knees, that's fine. Well, I'll just take a moment. So let's just circle the hands around. That was a little rough on the wrists, everything that we just did. We did a lot of weight bearing stuff. Circle in the opposite direction. And then do the little swan hands, right? Lifting and dropping, and lifting and dropping. A couple more times. Interlace your fingers in front of your head. Do the awkward pinky on the bottom. Roll the hands away from your face and stretch out the palms. And the wrists and the entire arm. Lift the hands up towards the sky. Arms come on either side of the ears. Gently on your next exhale, release the arms down. Let's roll the shoulders back a couple times. And roll them forward. And we'll do that little thing where we stretch out like the upper right, we'll start with the upper right quadrant of the back, okay? So we've done this together, but I'll just remind you of what we're gonna do, right? So we inhale the right arm up. As we exhale, we kind of fold that right quadrant in. So you're pulling from the back of the shoulder blade, you're kind of compressing the upper right portion of the chest. Then as you inhale, you have an opposite motion. You're pulling that shoulder blade back and down. Feel that. Exhale, close. Head is just following in a comfortable way. Inhale, open. Really concentrating from the shoulder blade, from the back. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last time. Inhale, open. Release the arm down. It should come behind you. And then bring the arm back to center and just pause and just notice that. Close the eyes for a moment and breathe into that. All right, do the left side. So inhale that left arm up. As we exhale, we're gonna fold in. Inhale, open up. Pulling from the shoulder blade, back and down. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Nice. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Last round. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, open, keep opening. Follow all the way through, releasing that hand down behind the body. Bring it back to center and just pause and breathe. And just come into a gentle forward fold from here. Right, just a gentle forward fold. Maybe the head comes to the earth. Maybe you grab a block and place the forehead on the block. Nice. Push it back up. All right, we're going to come down onto our bottoms. We're going to stretch out the legs a little bit. So keep the bolster near you because we're going to use it in our final meditation. Grab your blanket. We're going to use our blanket for our supported bridge pose. We'll start with the knees bent for a moment. Just come down onto the earth, knees bent. Take the feet a comfortable distance apart so that the pelvis is nice and open. Roll the shoulder blades out, shoulders out, shoulder blades on the earth. So palms are up, and just pause and breathe here for a moment. Let's rock the head a little side to side. Nice. Gently coming back to center. Bring the feet so they're in line with the hips. We'll inhale the booty up and we'll bring our blankets underneath. So we're not going to come up really high, just a little bit. We've got some nice soft support there. You can roll the shoulder blades together and down. Again, just opening up the collarbone area, the chest, the upper chest a little bit more, and breathe here. And then go ahead and allow those shoulder blades to come apart. Palms come onto the earth as we bring one leg and then the other up towards the sky. And let's slowly point and flex the feet. Pointing and flexing. And then gently circling the ankles around in one direction. And then circle in the opposite direction. And then we'll stop circling. We'll just breathe into that for a moment. Gently allowing the legs to drop to opposite sides. Doing whatever you need to do to support yourself in this pose. So you can bring the hands underneath the thighs. You can bring the hands inside the thighs, like whatever works best. Breathing into this. Slowly bend the knees, bringing them towards the shoulders, coming into that happy baby pose, grabbing onto the feet wherever you need to, ankles, calves, shins, and rock a little side to side. Gently coming back to center, bringing the hands outside the feet, bringing the legs together. Bend the knees, hands come back down onto the earth. Release one foot and then the other down onto the earth. Pause here for a moment. And then from here, we're going to straighten one leg and then the other. Nice little arch for the whole back side of the body. Legs are activated so that they're not like falling out to the side, right? Knees are facing the sky. Super. Let's bend one knee and then the other. Inhale the booty up, move the bolster, the blanket out, come on down. And again, take the feet a little wider and let's just pause here. In fact, grab your bolsters and slide them under your feet and let's bring the feet sole to sole here for a moment. Arms out to the side like a T and breathe. And just taking a moment to like tune in with the back of the neck, like making sure that that's comfortable, that the throat, the back of the neck, the base of the skull. So while this is considered surrender pose, to me, it feels like a prayer pose, right? Like I'm offering myself up to the universe to do with as it wills. Becoming aware of your breath. Go ahead and bring the arms a little closer to the body. You can roll those palms down. We're going to bring the knees up towards the sky. Feet are on the bolster still, about hip distance apart. Go ahead and lift the right leg up towards the sky. Flex the right foot, rotate the right leg out to the right. Drop that right ankle onto the left knee. Push the right knee away, like pause here for a moment. So this might be enough, or it might feel useful to pull that left knee in. And you can bring your hand under the knee, outside the knee, whatever feels appropriate. But whether you've lifted your left foot off the bolster or not, rock a little side to side, literally like 2 inches to the right and 2 inches to the left. And find that sweet spot for you today, and let's breathe here. So we really worked those hips earlier, so let's give them an opportunity to stretch out and oxygenate. Nice deep breathing. See if you can just release that right hip down a little bit more. Nice. Go ahead and release the left foot down onto the block, onto the bolster. Shake that right leg out a little bit. And go ahead and bring the right foot onto the bolster and just pause here. Oh, let the low back get a little heavy. Kind of nice. Definitely a little different than when the feet are flat on the earth, right? You feel like it's a little more protective of the low back. All right, we'll do the other side. So we're going to lift that left leg up towards the sky. Flex the left foot. Rotate the left leg out. Left ankle drops onto right knee. Push the left knee away, creating this nice spacious area in the legs. Again, this might be enough, or you might want to bring that right knee in a little bit more. Whatever you decide to do, rock a little side to side. Oh my goodness. And just again, sort of find that sweet spot. So for today, like for me, it's way in center, which is not usually the case. So taking a moment to find that spot and breathe. And once you find that spot, like trying not to move once you get there, right? Because I think what happens is we find that sweet spot and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, this is too intense. It's not what I wanted. But it's actually really is what you want. Again, seeing if you can release that left hip glute area just a little more. Definitely my tighter side. Lovely. Go ahead and gently release the right foot back onto the bolster. Take that left leg off, shake her out a little bit, and bring the left foot onto the bolster. And maybe take the feet a little wider, right? Maybe the arms come out for a moment and pause here. Bringing those arms out like a T if they're not already there. Roll the palms down, bring the knees into the chest, and drop both knees over to the left in a little twist. Okay, now from here, once we come down onto the earth, you can roll the palms up and you could roll your head away from your knees if that feels okay. Like for me, pretty much just towards the sky is enough. Like maybe a little bit to the right, but not too much. I think the trick here is releasing the right arm onto the earth, releasing that right shoulder, right side of the upper back. All right, we want the twist mainly in the upper portion of the back of the spine. All right, roll the palms down. See if you can use those core muscles to inhale those legs up. Oh, and then exhale them to the other side. Again, once they come down, you can roll the palms up. Oh, see now this time the head wants to go this way. So again, noticing what's best for your body, what's appropriate for your body, what's okay for your body today in this moment. And breathing here. Again, for me, the release is like in that left shoulder, shoulder blade, upper chest area. Nice. Roll the palms down onto the earth. Again, see if you can use those core muscles to pull those knees up to center. Wrap the arms around the knees. Let's rock it out a little side to side. All right, we'll bring the feet back down onto the earth. So just move that bolster out of the way. We'll use it again in our meditation. So you might want to push it over to the side. All right, so let's take the feet a nice distance apart. Maybe they're off the mat, all right, just a nice wide distance apart. Bring the arms up overhead in a comfortable, sustainable position. So that victory or cactus pose. Tuning into the low back for a moment, right? Zip up the low belly, push that low back onto the earth. Remember what this feels like as we move through this pose. Exhale, knees and head to the left. Again, zip up the low belly, push the low back onto the earth as you inhale and come through center, and then exhale the legs and the head to the other side. So just continuing to do this motion with your breath, really paying attention as we come through center. Protecting the low back. Noticing which side feels a little stickier. Right, we kind of asked a lot of the legs today. Like think about your day. How often do you stand on one leg, especially tilting forward? Probably not very often. We could do it more. I don't think it would be a bad thing. Next time the knees come down to the left, let's hang out here for a moment or two. And I like to lift my head up and actually come onto my left ear. Just give a little extra stretch in the cervical spine. I like to let that right leg get really heavy. Gently straightening out the right arm, reaching towards the wall behind you. Oh, feel that layer of fascia right beneath the skin, stretching. Breathing into this. Nice. Soften the right arm. Inhale the knees and head to center, and let's just pause here and breathe. Noticing everything that has happened, the effect this has had on your body, on your breath, on that flow of energy within. Next time you exhale, exhale the knees and head over to the right. Again, I like to lift up my head and just come on to that right ear, really stretching out the cervical spine a little bit. Letting the left knee get heavy as I gently straighten out that left arm. And just feel that stretch right beneath the skin, breathing into that. Nice, soften the left elbow. Go ahead and inhale the knees and head to center and just pause here for a moment. Let the low back get a little heavy and then bring the hands to the belly. Bringing the hands into that diamond shape, thumbs touching, index fingers touching, thumbs at the belly button, fingers pointing towards the pubic bone, and breathe. Let the shoulders get heavy. Maybe rock the head a little side to side. Maybe let the knees drop towards each other. Nice, gently bringing the head back to center. Bring those knees into the chest and let's rock it out a little side to side. Go ahead and place your hands on your knees. We're gonna bring those legs into concentric circles. Drop them out from center, scoop them towards the front and then back towards the face, right? So concentric circles. And again, this can be like pretty gentle. It doesn't have to be a rigorous movement. Just trying to get that synovial fluid in the hips activated. So it can be pretty, I mean, imagine if you were standing, this would be a pretty large range of motion. Next time the knees are pulled in, reverse your circle. So the fact that we're lying down allows us to do this movement, which means it doesn't have to be huge, right? It can be pretty small. So sometimes I like to do it really big, but tonight I'm feeling like a little small feels a little better. And then bring the knees in and just squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lift the chin up towards the nose towards the knees. Don't hold your breath here. All right, go ahead and just come on up. We're gonna set ourselves up for our meditation. So what I'd like to suggest we do is we're gonna use our block. You can actually use 2 blocks here and your bolster, right? So I've seen some people where they set it up, I don't know if you can see, but I've seen some people where they'll set like 1 block up here and 1 block down here, right? So they'll go pretty high, right? I'm gonna go a little bit like lower. I think I'm gonna go on the bottom side of the block. So I just want a little bit of height here. But if you want a lot of height, depending on how you feel, do that. And then the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our blanket and we're gonna support our legs in our Baddha Konasana. So maybe rolling that blanket up, it can be pretty loose. And bringing the feet sole to sole and bringing the blanket to support the ankles. Oh yes, all right. And just finding that spot that works best for you. This is so nice. And then we'll bring the arms out to the side. I would like you to roll the shoulders open. So, but I want you comfortable. So if that means the arms are down here next to the body, that's fine. If you can bring them out to the side, that's great. Whatever works best for you. I want the chest open, but the arms comfortable, all right? And we'll just breathe. So taking some nice deep breaths here, right? Like coming into the breath. And as you exhale, sort of allowing yourself to sink into the pose a little more. And listen, if this is not comfortable and you would rather lay flat, then do that, right? Like I want you to be as comfortable as possible in our final Shavasana. So whatever that means for you, I don't know, this feels a little bit nice today for me. It's not quite as stretchy as lying flat, right? This feels a little bit more supported, like in the belly and the back and the ribs. And see if we can find that deep breathing. So belly, ribs, upper chest, exhale everything. And then as you exhale, allow everything to sink in a little bit deeper, right? Like feel the skull sinking into the bolster. Feel the jaw softening. As the jaw softens, the face softens. The throat softens. Tuning into the collarbones, right? Feeling them nice and open. Upper chest is nice and open, letting those shoulders get heavy, pour out of the body. Part of the arms are hanging down, part of the arms are supported by the earth. Feeling the backs of the hands on the earth, feeling the palms open, receptive, kind, loving. Feeling the shoulder blades supported, the back side of the rib basket supported, the spine supported. It almost feels like the low back and the waist are hanging down a little bit, right? Like gravity's kind of helping them relax a little more. Belly's relaxed. Feeling the buttocks on the earth. Pelvic floor is relaxed. As the ankles are supported, as the legs are supported here, there's this, open, receptive quality to that first chakra. And let's just tune into that for a moment, right? Imagine that there's this imaginary cord coming down from the center of your body, anchoring you into the earth. It's golden, this golden cord, and it runs along the energy centers of your body. And so one end of it is anchored into the earth, and the other end of it is anchored into the sky, into the heavens. And along this cord, this lifeline, this golden thread, sits your 7 main chakras. So at our root chakra, at the base of the body, which because of our positioning is very open right now, imagine a beautiful ruby spinning in the pelvic region along that golden cord. Spinning clockwise. And say to yourself, I am safe, I'm grounded, I'm connected. When we move up to the second chakra, sacral chakra, which is about 2 to 3 inches below the belly button, and there's a beautiful orange crystal spinning clockwise. You can say to yourself, I'm a creative force in the universe. So we move up into the third chakra at the solar plexus, so about 5 inches above the belly button. Along that golden thread is a beautiful yellow diamond spinning clockwise. And you can say to yourself here, I am aware of and honor the power within. I have choices today. Move up into that fourth chakra at the heart, in the center of the body, and there's a beautiful, deep, gorgeous emerald spinning clockwise on that golden thread at the heart chakra. You can say to yourself, I am a compassionate being. Move up to the throat. That bridge between the head and the heart, there's a beautiful aquamarine crystal spinning clockwise right in the center of the throat along the golden thread. I am aware of my truth Moving up to the 6th chakra at the 3rd eye between the brow. Beautiful, deep sapphire spinning clockwise along that golden thread. I am tuned into my intuitive being. Moving to the crown chakra that sits just above the skull. So that golden thread, as it comes out the crown, there's a beautiful amethyst crystal spinning clockwise. And I am aware of my guides, my angels, my higher power. And we work together. And just feel the openness of your being, right? This connected, you're connected and grounded to the earth, and yet you are connected and grounded to your higher self, right? Your guides, your angels, whatever higher power you believe in. So that there is a sense of purpose, a sense of guidance, a sense of well-being. And then ever so gently, roll the palms down so they're connected to the earth. Gently straighten the legs. Breathing a little deeper, like aware of that sense of, hopefully like all of those chakras feel open, clear, and like you know their purpose, right? And gently bring the arms up overhead, taking a little stretch. Maybe circling the wrists around a couple times in one direction and a couple times in the other direction. And then we'll just gently push ourselves up. We don't have that far to go. And we'll gently bring it back to center. I'm going to unpin so that I can see you guys. There we go. And we'll just sit for a moment in that. We're sitting for a moment like in that. Like, how does that feel? Feeling clear, right? Feeling open. All right, and we'll chant Om together one time. So taking a nice deep breath in together. Om. Namaste.
Namaste.
That was fabulous.